Hello, grade 10 students. Welcome again in our second quarter review. And now we are in part 5. Yan. Okay. For the first question, you are preparing for a jig for a small job that requires precise vertical positioning. What should you do? Okay, what should you do to make sure the setup is correct? Again, you are a small student. You are preparing for a jig. Okay. So what should you do to ensure the setup is correct? Number one, or letter A, adjust the jig so that the workpiece is held vertically and securely before welding. Anong position ang gagawin mo? Vertical positioning. So ang letter A daw, i-adjust mo yung jig so that the workpiece is held vertically and secure before welding. Letter B, set the jig to an inclined angle for better visibility. Ano yung jig? I-incline mo raw siya. May pagka-diagonal konti para daw mas makita mo ng malinaw. Letter C, use the jig only to hold the workpiece horizontally as vertical alignment is unnecessary. So sa letter C daw, ang gawin mo sa jig mo, i-horizontal mo siya, pahiga. Kasi daw hindi raw naman daw kailangan yung vertical alignment. But take note sa tanong, you are preparing to a jig for a SMAW that require precise vertical positioning. So next, letter D, leave the workpiece unaligned to allow flexibility during welding. Hayaan mo na yung workpiece mo na hindi naka-align, hindi nakalinya, para daw flexible ka habang nagwe-weld. So syempre, kitang-kita na agad natin kung anong tamang sagot. Letter A. Kasi ang kailangan mo ay precise vertical position. Syempre, you are going to adjust the jig so that your workpiece is held also vertical position and securely before welding para hindi siya gumagalaw. For another question, you are tasked with welding a thick steel component. Preheating the material is necessary. What is the first step in setting up preheating equipment? Anong gagawin mo? Ikaw ay magwe-weld ng thick steel metal. Okay? Thick steel component, makapal na bakal. At syempre, kailangan mo mag-preheat. O, paano mo gagawin yon? Kailangan mo i-preheat yung material. So A, set the temperature of the preheating tool according to the material specification. Isa-set mo raw yung temperature of the preheating tool na base sa material specification. Ano ba yung material mo uli? Thick steel component. Base doon, anong temperature ang bagay doon? Or letter B, turn on the preheating tool without checking the temperature setting. Basta i-turn on mo lang yung preheating tool mo, bahala na siya. Huwag mo na intindihin yung temperature settings. Or letter C, set the preheat temperature to the highest setting. Preheat lang gagawin, pero sa letter C, to the highest setting mo na daw ilalagay. Or letter D, use an open flame to heat the workpiece directly. So, syempre, lumabas na yung tamang sagot. Ang tamang sagot, set the temperature of the preheating tool according to the material specification. Magpipreheat ka lang. So, dapat yung temperature na gagawin mo, isiset mo siya according lang din sa type ng material na ipipreheat mo. Anong klase ito? Anong specification dapat pwede gamitin yung preheat dito? Okay, so letter A. Next question. You are using an oxyacetylene. Okay, oxyacetylene torch for preheating. What is the K adjustment to make sure before using the torch? Kung oxyacetylene ang gagamitin, magpipreheat ka ng bakal, anong K adjustment ang dapat i-check mo bago mo gamitin yung torch? A. Adjust the oxygen and acetylene flow to create neutral flame for controlled heating. So almost similar to sa mga naunang reviewer natin. I-adjust mo raw yung oxygen tsaka acetylene yung daloy nito para neutral yung mailabas niyang init o apoy. B. Set the flame to a large, intense setting to preheat quickly. Para mabilis daw uminit yung bakal, ilagay mo na sa pinakamataas, large, intense setting para hindi ka na magantay. Init agad. Letter C, use only acetylene gas to generate heat. Tandaan, ang gagamitin mo ay oxyacetylene. It is the combination of oxygen and acetylene. Pero sa letter C, acetylene lang daw ang gamitin. Letter D, use a reducing flame to ensure the workpiece does not overheat. Okay, dito naman sa letter D, bawasan naman daw yung apoy para daw hindi masyado mag-overheat. So, anong tamang sagot? Siyempre, letter A. You're going to adjust. Since it is oxyacetylene, dapat pantay yung flow ng oxygen at acetylene para neutral yung apoy na magpapainit sa bakal. Next question. You need to preheat a large workpiece before small welding. Malaking bakal ang need mong i-preheat bago ka mag-weld. Anong pinaka-effective method na kailangan mong gawin para mapantay yung pag-preheat mo? Para lahat ng area, lahat ng surface ng bakal ay ma-preheat mo equally. A. Move the flame in circular motion over the entire surface to heat it evenly. Paikot. Almost same lang to sa mga naunang reviewer natin. Paikot daw yung movement, circular, para mainitan ng equal yung buong surface ng bakal. Or letter B, focus the flame on one area. Sa isang area mo lang ilagay. Okay? For a long period of time. Thorough heating. Letter C, preheat the workpiece only at the edge to save time. Sa gilid mo lang daw. Iinitan. Or letter D, leave the workpiece at room temperature and start welding immediately. Hayaan mo na yan. Mag-weld ka na. Diretso. Siyempre, ang tamang sagot natin, circular motion. Move the flame in circular motion over the entire surface to heat it evenly. Next question. You are using an induction heater, okay, to preheat steel plate. What should you verify before starting the process? Ang gamit dito, induction heater. Ipipreheat mo yung bakal mo bago ka mag-weld. Ang function ng preheat para naman hindi dumikit yung electrode mo, para maganda yung output mo sa pag-weld mo. Tuloy-tuloy. Hindi patigil-tigil at hindi dikit na dikit yung electrode. So letter A, ensure the heater is calibrated to the material type and thickness for optimal preheat result. Naulit na itong tanong na to kanina. So anong sa letter A, i-calibrate mo raw, iset mo raw yung heater sa base sa type at kapal ng bakal na ipipreheat mo. Or letter B, set the heater to the highest power, pinakamataas agad. Letter C, set the heater to the lowest, kabaliktaran, sa mababa naman daw. Or letter D, use induction heater nang walang checking. So, syempre, obviously, ang correct answer is letter A. Naulit na to. Ensure the heater is calibrated to the material type, thickness for optimal preheat result. Next question. You are preheating a workpiece before welding. Okay, yan naman lagi natin ginagawa. With SMAW, okay? How can you monitor the preheat temperature? Paano mo monitor? Sakto na ba yung preheat na ginawa ko? Mainit na ba yung bakal evenly? A. Use an infrared thermometer to check the temperature regularly. Gagamit ka ba ng thermometer? Letter B. Check the temperature with a metal probe. Meron ka bang metal probe para ma-check kung sakto na ba yung init? Letter C. Use visual appearance of the metal to estimate the temperature. Gamitin mo yung mata. Okay, visual appearance para ma-check kung ma-estimate kung okay na ba yung init. Ready na ba sa weld? Or letter D, use your hands to feel if the workpiece is heated properly. Hawakan mo, check mo gamit ang sense of touch kung talaga bang mainit na yung bakal. Ano ang gagamitin mo? Anong tamang sagot? Siyempre, you can use infrared thermometer. But on the real setup, we don't have thermometer in our small shop. Anong meron tayo? Okay? Usually, we count it 5 to 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that is enough. Okay, para ma-preheat natin yung base metal. And sometimes we use electrode oven para ma-preheat yung ating electrode. Because we don't have infrared thermometer. And then, hindi naman natin magagawa yung use your hands kasi mapapasok ka at saka may suot ka namang hand gloves nun. Yung visual appearance naman, dahil bakal yan, hindi naman agad mahalata. Okay? Obviously, kung mainit ba yung bakal, not unless maramdaman mo, mainit or mahawakan mo. So, ang tamang sagot, use infrared thermometer. It is the standard. Though, in real setup, wala tayo nito. 47. You are preparing to perform tack welding on a steel component. What is the first step before performing tack weld? Okay? Align the workpiece and check the gap to ensure proper fit up. I-align daw muna. I-check yung distance, yung gap. Or letter B, begin the tack welding without checking alignment. Simulan na agad. Huwag nang i-check yung alignment kung pantay o hindi. Tabingi man yan. Letter C, use excessive heat to hold the workpiece in place. Taasan na lang yung amperage para ma-hold yung workpiece together. Or letter D, clamp pieces loosely to speed up the process. I-clamp mo pero maluwag to speed up the process. Siyempre, ang tamang sagot, align the workpiece and check the gap bago mag-weld. Okay? Para ma-ensure natin yung proper fit up. Next, habang nagtatak ka, while tack welding a pipe, you notice a slight gap between the edge. Almost the same lang to sa mga naunang tanong. What should you do to ensure the joint is correctly prepared for the final weld? Nagtatak ka ng tubo, napansin mo, may gap. Okay? Between the edges. Hindi eksakto sa madaling salita. May bungi or hindi equal. What should you do? Anong gagawin mo? Okay? A, adjust the gap to match the recommended welding specification for the pipe material. I-adjust mo yung gap para makasunod ka sa recommended specification for the pipe material. Kasi pipe ang tinatak mo. Okay? Or letter B, ignore. Hayaan mo na yan. Huwag mong pansinin yung gap na yan. Mag-proceed ka na sa tack welding. Letter C, use a larger electrode to fill the gap. Usually, ang malaki natin, 70-18 na electrode. Or letter D, start the welding process without checking. Yan mo na, wag mo na i-check. Weld ka na. Okay, napakadali. Ang tamang sagot, adjust the gap to match the recommended welding specification. Next question. You are checking the alignment of two workpieces. Two workpieces before welding. Sine-check mo. Pantay ba? Eksakto ba? Ang beveled? Okay, 60 degrees ba? And then, what should you look for? A, ensure the workpiece are aligned properly with no twisting or warping. B, focus only on the appearance of the workpiece and disregard alignment. Basta maganda naman itsura ng bakal, kahit hindi pantay, okay na. Letter C, check the material's thickness only without considering alignment. Magkapantay naman yung kapal ng bakal or nipis ng bakal, kahit hindi na align yung grind, yung beveled. Or letter D, ensure that the edge are tightly welded before proceeding. Check daw yung edge ng bakal, okay, bago mag-proceed. So, anong dapat mong gawin? Siyempre, ang tamang sagot pa rin, ensure the workpieces are aligned. Hindi lang basta aligned, dapat properly aligned. No twisting or warping. Last question. You need to perform a tack weld on a large workpiece. Malaki. Malaki yung bakal, malaki yung project na gagawin mo. Then una, magtatak ka muna. What should you do to ensure proper fit up? A, ensure the parts are clamped tightly and positioned accurately before starting the tack weld. Dahil malaking bakal yan, malaking piece or workpiece yan, sa A daw, dapat daw, ma-check mo na yung parts ng workpiece mo ay nakaklamp ng mahigpit at nakaposisyon ng accurately, tama, bago ka mag-tack. Kasi pag na-tack mo na yan, hindi mo na yun ma-adjust. Not unless i-grind mo pa yan. Or letter B, tack weld without checking fit up. I-tack mo na kahit hindi mo na na-check yung positioning nito. Or letter C, adjust the parts after starting the tack weld to ensure alignment. I-adjust mo raw yung parts bago magsimula ka ng tack to ensure alignment. Or letter D, perform the tack weld without securing workpiece. Mag-tack na daw kahit hindi pa nasi-secure yung workpiece mo. So the best answer, bumalik ako. The best answer is letter A. Ensure the parts are clamped tightly and positioned accurately before starting the tack weld. Okay, o yan. Diyan lang nagtatapos ang ating review for the second quarter, part 5.